Captain's log, November 3rd, 2024. I'm having deja vu because I feel like I already made a captain's log today, but it's probably about something else. Anyways, here I am. Feel like I'm having like a little mental health crisis the last 3 days. Part of it, I think, is I have noticed a pattern with my body this past year. And so, for instance, I had been having chronic pain and like arthritis and just strange symptoms in my body since March. Now, it got a little better towards the end of this summer. I made a little more time to rest and was feeling a bit better, but then this past month has been really intense. And what I noticed was I had like a really intense month of October all over the place. And when I finally got back to Alabama, even though I have like a few little things to do, like medical appointments and stuff, the first day I had free of everything in Alabama, all of a sudden I started feeling all of that pain all over again. It's like my brain is blocking out the pain when I don't know, in high gear or super stressed to get things done. I feel like that's a clue. I feel like that might be a clue as to what condition I might be uh, dealing with. But, I still don't know what condition it is, like the test and stuff. The only result that we ever got from any of my health tests was that I had iron deficiency anemia, which I think has been getting a bit better as I've been taking iron supplements, but still. Anyways, mentally, I have just felt so agitated the last 3 days. It's been like a roller coaster of a year. And it's one of those things where it's like, generally speaking, when it just comes to like me and like my personal life and what's going on with me, like it's mostly been good. It's mostly been good. It's been trying to help others and also through the helping of others, like some caregiver fatigue, but where I've just really have encountered a lot. Like, okay, so if I go out in public by myself, I never have a problem with anyone. Like my vibe is good. I give off good energy. I'm lucky. But when I go out in public with other people, like shit always happens. Like there's always something that's just stupid. Like we had a stupid incident with a waitress the other day. The whole night had gone really nice, and then at the very end, and it was one of those things. That moment you're interacting with someone, and then they show the other side of their face, and it's like you thought you were talking to like a sweet bunny, and then all of a sudden you see that snake, like the venom inside of someone comes out. It was so stupid. Or like a bigger thing was I was at a hotel and in less than 2 hours was repeatedly harassed by staff. Like the first time could have been an accident, but the second time was pure harassment. And I ended up getting injured because of it. My leg, I've got bruising all right here on my leg, cut right here. It also hurt this arm. Couldn't get management to respond to me that night, and management didn't follow up with me the next day. And eventually I was advised to just file something with corporate, which I have, and I haven't heard anything back yet. So I guess I'm going to need to raise a little hell over that because what happened to me was completely unacceptable, and I want answers. I'm pretty sure I know what happens and that somebody needs to be fired because I think the second time someone sent someone to my. This is its own story. I gotta make a whole other video about it and stuff. But it was crazy. But you know what? I'm not hard to please, guys. If you would just apologize and explain the situation, like maybe have added another night to my stay or comp something for the time that I lost and the injury and stuff, it wouldn't be that big a deal. But this is actually a big deal. This is a big enough deal for a lawsuit, but I don't want to do that. Like I don't have time for that shit. Like maybe if I knew somebody that'd just take care of it for me, then sure, here you go, because this was complete bullshit. But I just wanted an apology. I just want to be treated with a little respect and for someone to look into the situation. I've done these kind of jobs before. I've freaking worked in the food industry for 10 years. I've been in various management positions. I know that shit happens. But when you have an accusation of harassment and injury, that needs to be taken seriously. And these days, it seems like all businesses, they just want to ignore things till they disappeared. And after this happened to me, I got really upset at myself because about a year ago, Carl and I were staying in a Red Roof in, I think, Michigan somewhere, and he got electrocuted. It was bad. It was bad. I need to go find my videos. I mean, I know it's been like over a year, but I feel like I should bring that back up because we never got an apology from corporate. Nothing. Carl tried calling corporate after the fact. I was upset. But I mean, he fell out of the, like, he tried turning a switch on in the bathroom and it electrocuted him. He was having I thought he was having a heart attack. I thought he was dying. Like, it was so fucking scary. Oh my God, it was so scary. And nothing. Like, people and businesses just keep treating other people like shit. And then the other, like, really big stress in my life has been, I have a wonderful boyfriend in my life named Alex. We've been together a little over a year, and about a month after I met him, I realized that he had PTSD. He's a vet and he's been through a lot of trauma. And long story short, about 2 years ago, he had a son that was born premature, died after 27 days in the hospital while they were doing a procedure that they probably weren't supposed to be doing. He went to the VA to seek grief counseling, and instead of getting the help that he needed, they locked him up and held him against his will, which caused him further trauma. And then he just became a hermit from everyone and everything until I happened to, randomly, I mean, we were meant to be in each other's lives, to randomly meet him in West Memphis last year. And anyways, I have experience with PTSD. It took me a long time to recover from mine, and I had to do it the hard way. Basically, a lot of, thank God I'm so into like self-work and self-awareness and stuff, and also that I had a good support system with Carl and stuff. They didn't always know what was going on with me, but like I had security and stuff. And anyways, because of the VA not helping him then, his life has kind of spiraled out of control. And I've been trying to help him get back into the VA system and go with him and be there as an advocate and a translator and help document things and stuff. And it is every much as big a nightmare as people say about it. I mean, we've been trying for over 6 months. Multiple times he's had mental health appointments. And then the last time, I mean, it takes over like a month or two to get these appointments. And the last time he had one, which was on 9/11, they call him that morning and they tell him that the doctor's not available and that he won't be able to get another appointment with that doctor until like October 11th. And, we've been waiting. And the way, one of the problems is every time we talk to someone, they're always like, well, is he about to kill himself or kill someone else? Well, no. But if you keep basically like denying him help and saying that's the only way he's going to get help, what's going to end up happening? Now, I don't think that's going to happen with him because thankfully he has me and he has Carl and he has our family to help, support him. But it's no wonder that we end up having all these crazy things happening when the system that's supposed to take care of people doesn't take care of them and in fact pushes them in the worst possible direction. It's been a nightmare. And with Veterans Day coming up, like I want to make some videos and stuff about it. And anyways, I just feel like this past year it's just been like playing ping pong between trying to take care of the bare minimum things in my life I need to take care of and try and help Alex with all of his shit and then support Carl with his stuff and all that kind of stuff. Thankfully, Carl's in a pretty good place right now. He's just overworked, so he's never around or available. But, that's one of the nice things about Alex being in our life right now, and he's staying with us right now, and just having somebody else around the house to take care of things around the home. So that's one less thing for Carl and I to do, and maybe we can finally get some of this stuff done. Like 100%, the last few months especially, I've just been like, we just need to build our own tribe. We need to go back to a tribal system. We just need to build our own tribe. We need a compound. We need to bring people together. We need to pull our skills because fuck the system. Fuck the system that we're living in right now. The government doesn't give a shit about us. Most people are sheep that buy into everything that they're fucking fed. They don't know how to think for themselves. Like, we're just going to have to bypass everything. And I'm over here trying to figure out, okay, how do I become... I started studying psychology a little bit when I was in school, and I'm glad that I went the art route, but part of me is like, man, well, first, I deserve my honorary psychology degree. Goddamn, man. But I keep thinking, like, do I need to go down that road or something? Because it's just so frustrating. It's like if people would just do their job and help people. But I feel like over here, I'm like, okay, do I go become a psychologist? Do I go down the political route? Like, what the hell? What do I do that can help people? but also not drain my batteries too much. So, I don't know. Send me some good vibes, friends.